Right. Well, ladies, it's time to look at your guy. Look at him right now. Is his style outdated? Just be honest with me.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Like, what kind of a belt does he have on right now as he's going off to work? Is it thin or is it big and thick? Jen?
Okay, so first of all, we're doing this as a public service. Second of all, Nigel started 611 Clothing, and you've used crowdsourcing funding and stuff like that, right?
I have. It's great. It's a great source. It was fun. We were successful, which is great, thank God. And I think it's awesome for any cause.
Okay, so now you're going to help the ladies help their men. We're here at Metro Men's Clothing in Passyunk Village, basically. So the number one thing we need to look at, you say we begin on our list with square-toe shoes. If your man has on square-toed shoes, you say...
Nope.
No.
They gotta go. The big ones, they look like Herman Munster. The brown, fancy, and even like the square toe, like hybrid sneaker kind of things. It's time to recycle them. Give them away.
Okay. And then you also say flip flops with jeans is a.
That's a no-no. I mean, I know you're in Avalon, you're wearing them at the bar, but your feet get dirty, and there are many more fashionable options for men other than flip-flops to wear.
You like some of these options right here?
Yeah, these are great. A kind of hybrid shoes, boating shoes. Very comfortable, loose shoes. There are plenty of things to do.
And you can kind of wear them with like a khaki look like you're wearing now, like, it's spring. I know it's freezing out, but it is going to be made tomorrow.
Don't tell anybody.
Okay, the other thing that you say, especially if the guys are like 30, 35, 40 years old on a weekend, they're hitting the Wawa, you see them in their snapback hats, you say unless they're going to a sporting event, the baseball hat is a...
No, it's great. You want to support your team, that's awesome, and they have some good ones here. But at the same time, when you leave your insurance job and you come home and you put on the hat, you feel like it makes you look younger. It doesn't. So
okay.
I would recommend
the ladies should hide the hats from the men.
Good idea.
We talked about this during the tease. Okay, so this is a wide black belt. And you say you don't have to throw this away, but...
Retire it for the season. I mean, it's great for the cold season. You wear it with jeans. It's very casual. But it's springtime now. That's very bulky. You don't want to do that. You want to tone it down, start to wear browns, tans, and maybe a thinner belt.
Okay, sort of like what you're rocking there.
Yeah.
Okay, and last thing, you have a thing with the T-shirts with the stuff on the shoulder, the feathers and
the wings and all that, the angels and the foil. It's
what about this guy right here?
Kind of come and gone. You thought it was funny, you thought it was cool. It's not.
It's not
outta
cool.
here.
All right, so you like some of these things, kind of plain. Weird that 611 Clothing makes an appearance here.
Well, it's ironic that there's some 611s. I can't believe it.
No, but seriously, you like it with just a little bit of pop.
See, it's like a polite, gentle shirt. Could go casual, could go sporty, but there's just little pops of something going on, which gives you a little bit more than, you don't need a vert logo on it. You just need a little something. This is like a nice color. Or this is a little bit of a subtle plaid on there. Just subtleties, and they can cross over. You could wear them under a blazer and be a little bit fancier, or you could just wear them, on top of jeans.
Have we mentioned that it's your birthday?
Oh.
Happy birthday today.
So it's time to get your guy to try a new look. Good luck with that, right?
Right?
Jen, what are we going to try?
Okay, so I don't know Aaron that well, but I know Billy V, and I know that Billy V would try some of these things. We're here with Nigel. We're at Metro Men's Clothing in Passyunk Village. You own a clothing thing. That's why you have the authority. And I said to you, you're married, and I said, what kinds of things does your wife try to trick you into doing? You're a little easier sell because you're already fashion forward. But you say one of the things that maybe us women should try to buy for our guys is in this department.
Absolutely. Colored pants, they're fun. You can go with an extension of a blue. It's so interesting to see how many different shades of blue there really are, which is great. And then you can go with a white.
And as a lady, I wouldn't consider this a color, but for a guy, this is new, hip and happening.
Oh, yeah, that's out there. Yeah, so
really?
It's different. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a different
the other thing that you say is go a little crazy with the patterns. And I asked you guys in the break what was different. So it's basically like two shirts had a baby.
Correct.
Contrasting patterns, and yet it works.
Yeah, it's fun. And we all maybe have shirts that look like this, we all have shirts that look like this, but now we snazz it up a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's still in the same correct palette, so it'll work with all kinds of...
And this is something, too, that we might even want to convince the guy is a good idea, right?
I mean, mixing a stripe with a solid is fun. There's a lot of color blocking going on, and this is an easy match for any color pants, so it's very simple.
What if I throw a patterned pants on?
That's debatable. We were talking about that earlier, Jennifer. I know she wants the patterned pants, which is cool, but they got to be very, very different and more subtle. You have to figure out which one is louder, and the other one has to be subtle, because if it's loud over loud, as my wife says, don't dress like a clown.
Don't dress like a clown.
And I sometimes do, so,
And as we look at your pants, like they look like jeans, but they are, I hate to say it, are they teal?
They are teal. They are like some kind of odd color.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks cool. I don't think it's too crazy. The other thing that you say that maybe us as women can kind of trick our men into wearing. Throw some floral accents in, and it starts here. This is a real basic version of it, right?
Right. You know, you have a polo shirt, but you make your collars a little crazy. So, you know, you can still play golf, gentlemen. You can still be normal on your Saturday, but you get a little bit of color flair in it, you know? And then if you're maybe a little younger, you want to go a little camo, you can get a little hip and crazy. But it's good to have a little pop. There's nothing wrong with it. And it's still the standard shirt. You're not wearing something super tight or super different. It's what you're used to.
I'm marching you over to my favorite department. Okay, so when we talk about florals, you say this is a little too crazy for most men.
It's a little loud. It's a little, as we were looking earlier, from afar, it's really harsh and abrasive. This is a little more subtle, and it's very pretty, and there's a lot of colors in here, which means...
Is it too pretty for a guy?
No.
Okay.
And it'll match a lot of pants, which is great.
What about this? Like, I think I would love to buy that for Steve Frederick. Would you wear this?
I would. I just don't love the embroidery.
Okay, but you would wear this part?
Absolutely. It's nice. Look, a good summer afternoon with white pants. I mean, it's beautiful. You go to a baby shower or a man baby shower. It's great.
Okay. And then, believe it or not, you think this is more subtle because of the stripes?
Well, I don't think it's more subtle. I just think it's very interesting because it combined a regular striped shirt, which you would probably wear as a man, and then added flowers to it, which is a little edgy.
Okay, you're a man. So I bring this home to you, okay? How do I get you to wear it, briefly?
You put pants on it. You match it with pants. Because, you know, I'm
He
a
can't see
fashion
it.
guy, and I will still sometimes need guidance.
Okay.
You match it with a pair of pants, go, you will look great in this.
You will look great in this.
This you should wear to this dinner we're going to, and you'll be so proud, and everyone will go, oh, that's a cool shirt. And then you'll feel good, confident, and now you've got another outfit in your repertoire.
Okay, here's the situation. Nigel's very upset with me because I'm showing the fails. So, Mike, I don't know if you can see these. So this is 611 clothing, and this is really how clothes get made, which is why we're here. Which one of these do you guys think is the fail?
Stripe is the fail.
Okay, they both have stripes, which is
No,
you're right. They're both
the
fails.
obvious horizontal stripe.
They're
stripes.
both fails. And I'm sorry, Nigel, but I want to show the creative process,
Okay,
right?
fair enough.
Okay, so
The failures first. All
This
right.
is how this works. Okay, so the failure turned into what win? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. We saw that at the clothing store.
Right.
And then this failure, which, by the way, this is, okay, go ahead. This turned into that. And
Tone
so
it down a little.
I like it a lot. Okay, we have 2.5 minutes left in the
All right.
whole show, so you have to show us
Great.
all this stuff. You have your inspiration boards. You kind of keep up with what European designers are doing. And then how do you make this into stuff?
Then we spread it all out on the table like this, and we start to look, and we start to say, okay, if we do this piece here,
Right.
does it start off looking like Where's Waldo? Yes,
Okay.
it does. We remove, okay, no more white buttons, no more purple. You start to think. And it's amazing. You start to realize how many combinations, and then you start to get overwhelmed.
And this is what drives women crazy, because it's like, which am I doing? Am I doing that? And then it goes on to this.
Oh, it's unbelievable. So then we start to go, okay, now maybe we're getting warmer. I don't know. Not quite. So then we start to go like this. We print things out. I run them around the office. I ask people like you. I tweet. I text. I say, what do you think? What's it going to be? And then I think you start to come, it's going to be probably a navy front. This will be next spring.
Okay.
With the stripes on the sleeves and then the red stripes on the back.
That's pretty cool.
That you'll see next year.
Okay, and this is something women might want to pick up for their husbands. It's like a patch, but it's on the elbow.
Right. We like to do elbow patches. I know a lot of men are into elbow patches. It's cool and it's fun, so we look at what other elbow patches are going on. I decided let's go one step further. So we do like a nice like medium weight V-neck, but it has elbow patches, and then you can wear matching socks that
I love
match
that
your
you
elbow
are
patch.
matching T-shirts
I
to
think it's
socks.
fun.
Why did you
Men have
decide
so-
that was a good idea?
We have so little to accessorize with, so we need to do it.
Okay, I love it. So it's 611 Clothing. Thank you for letting us have a peek inside here, guys.
Thank you.
Back to you in the studio. How cool is this stuff? It's
I like